You know how it's really annoying when you launch an email campaign and then 90% of your emails land in somebody's junk box, never to be seen by the recipient? Well, I'm going to show you an easy way to set up your Google Gmail domain so that way you have up to a 90% chance of landing in somebody's inbox right out the gate. Here's an example of a completely set up system. So under email services in HighLevel, you should have this Gmail option selected. This is what's going to get emails coming from the sub account into people's inboxes. And it's going to look like it came from info@nativegroundsjump.com, the official email address for the business. Here's how to set this up for yourself, beginning to end. Here's what your setup probably looks like right now. You just have the msdsender.net. The problem here is everybody on HighLevel is using the single domain to send massive amounts of emails. And some people have bad reputations. And ultimately, service providers like Google themselves will mark these systems down to 8 or 9% success rate landing on inboxes. And that's why you have all these side hustles churning up where they promise you to warm up your email. And although that does help, quite challenging to find a reputable one. So what I like to do when I set up a business is go straight to Gmail. So here we are for SRQ Dumpster Dudes. We're going to check if we have a domain first. Be sure to do srqdumpsterdudes.com. We own the domain here. If you don't have a domain at all, go up here, purchase/transfer domains, search for something cool like you like. Awesome, cool business. Search for it. Sure enough, it's available. And then you would buy it. And then HighLevel will automatically plug it in for you. And then you should be at the step where you have a domain. Using a domain on Google can charge up to $16 a month, and then they charge you per license. So if you have a crew of like 10 people, you're going to pay per person having their individual email address. So when I'm starting out a business, what I like to do is get one email, and then everybody in the business just share that one email. So it'll be something like info@srqdumpsterdudes.com. And then everybody will just add that mailbox to their phone and be able to get calendar updates, emails on the fly, and everybody is in the loop because of the transparency. You can use my link in the description. It should give you a discount, or you can navigate to admin.google.com. Go over to the left side under accounts, under domains, manage domains. This will be a list of all of your domains that you manage currently under your one Google Workspace account that you created. So create one Google Workspace account, and then under that, manage all of the domains and clients that you have. Let's begin. Add a domain, and you have two options here, secondary domain or user alias domain. Now, because I have a Google Workspace right now, I'm at sonic@soniccombinator.com. Think of this as where do you want your emails to be delivered. I'll use a mail analogy. Like when the mail person shows up at your house and drops a package at your front door, use this one right here, secondary domain. If you want that mailman to just go to like a PO box down the road and leave your mail there, and then that PO box forwards you the mail to your house, then you use alias domain. So another way to put this is alias domain is your customer for info@srqdumpsterdudes.com will send an email to info@srqdumpsterdudes.com. That email will forward to your sonic@soniccombinator.com inbox, and you'll see it on your phone. When you reply, it'll again go to your info@srqdumpsterdudes.com and then go back to the customer. So the customer still sees your new business name, SRQ Dumpster Dudes, on their inbox. The only limitation here is when you try to integrate this option for alias domain in HighLevel, you cannot get a security password, which you need in order to integrate that. All that to say, use the one on the left. So let's go ahead and throw in our domain, SRQ Dumpster Dudes. Capitalization shouldn't matter, but since it's already doing this for me, add domain and start verification down here. Okay, we should have it in our list now, srqdumpsterdudes.com. Are we done? No. We still have to verify the domain, meaning we actually own this. Verify domain. Set up your domain, we're going to verify that we own it, and then we start using Gmail with your domain. Get started. Now, if your domain's hosted on Cloudflare, which HighLevel domains are actually hosted on Cloudflare, you can go this way, but it's a lot simpler for me to just go to the manual verification, and I'm going to show you exactly what to do. So just pick manual verification. Now, drop down. Now, we're not going to be in this drop down over here, even though HighLevel technically uses Cloudflare, but you want to do this one. My domain uses a different host. These are two records. A text record is just data within the record of the domain, and then CNAME is a separate name, like a nickname for your domain. And we have to add both of these records to our domain on HighLevel in order to prove that we actually own this domain. And it's pretty simple. So just grab the first value. You have this copy button right here. Go over to your sub account in HighLevel. Here we are in the sub account, one more time, sub account, and then go down to domains and URLs. This is the one domain we have. And go into manage. And then on the left side, click DNS records. Then add record on the top right. And we are picking a text record, TXT. For the name, just put the @ symbol. For the content, this is where we paste what we just copied from Google. So it should look like this, text, @ and then what we pasted, the time to live, auto, and then save. And there's our text record. Now do the same thing for the CNAME. Back at Google, here's the CNAME, grab the value, which is the second one right here. We actually have to have the name too. So let's grab the name first. It says 5C4, whatever. Let's go back to HighLevel, add name or add record. Type is CNAME this time. In the name, go ahead and paste that 5C4 combination. And then for the target, we're going to grab the value. So go back, this value right here, grab that. Level one last time, Control V for pasting, and then TDL is auto and save. Great. So now you see this text record we added, and we added this CNAME. That will help Google verify that yes, in fact, we own this domain. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to do this. So now go back to Google, and now that we've added these records, go down here, hit this checkbox and say, I've added the records, and then hit confirm. Google will start going to look up those DNS records and see if they're actually set up properly. If they are, you should get this, your domain was verified. If you run into any problems, just look up my Skool community, it's in the description, and then direct message me, we'll hop on a Zoom call, and then I'll walk you through this setup. So next up is start using Gmail with your domain. Here we go. So activate, if you set up Gmail, thank you very much, and then hit continue. Activate Gmail for everyone on srqdumpsterdudes.com. Just that one company should be able to use this email. Proceed with activation. Now we need to set it up so it can actually send and receive emails. And the way we do that is through something called MX requests, mail exchange. And so we need to set that up as well. So switch to manual verification, same exact setup from before. Go hit this checkbox and then hit continue. And now we have one record to add, which is an MX record. So we know the priority is 1 and it needs to point to Google's mail servers. Let's copy that and then go back to HighLevel. You should be an expert at this by now. We're going to add a record. This time, drop down is going to be an MX record. Name, again, put the @ symbol, and the mail server that you just copied should be the same for everybody, smtp.google.com. And the priority is going to be 1. And important note here is everybody on Gmail is sending their data from this subdomain, smtp.google.com, and Google has a very high reputation. And that's why when emails land in somebody else's mail server, it has a high likelihood and a high trust factor. And that's why emails land in people's inboxes. Especially if your customers are on Gmail accounts already, Google trusts its own domains more than anybody else. So high likelihood those emails are landing in inboxes. And then save. So now we have the text record, the MX record, and the CNAME that we created. Let's go back to Gmail and then go ahead and hit this checkbox down here and confirm. So now we're going to verify if the MX record was set up properly. And looks like we did. Gmail is activated. Next up is authenticate outgoing email from your domain. What does that mean? That means when your emails are leaving your inboxes, those emails were actually originated by you, meaning somebody didn't spoof your account or come up with a fake email address pretending to be you. So this is a nice security feature, which also helps reach the inbox, not the spam folder, right? So you have to do this one. So don't skip for now just because it's easy. Set up DKIM. Click on that. We're adding more DNS records. Switch to manual verification. The domain uses a different host and continue. Add verification key. Google is going to generate the key for you, and that's the key we're going to use every time emails leave. Now don't worry, it happens all automatically. You just have to set it up one time. So hit generate key. We're going to do this in 2 steps. So grab the first one right here, the name, go back to your domain, add a record. This is going to be a text record, TXT. Go ahead and paste the name in the name field. Grab the value of your DKI, paste it in the content section. Just Control V. Don't worry if it looks broken up. It's not. Leave the time to live to auto and then save. There you go. Now we have a DKIM key, which is going to be used to validate that yes, in fact, we are the email sender. Go back to Google, hit the checkbox, and then confirm. It's going to go verify that yes, in fact, you set up the DKIM properly, and then say you're all set. So now we're protected against spoofing, phishing, and spam, which is awesome. Now we can hit add users and aliases because yes, we have the ability to send emails, but which user? Do we want sonic@srqdumpsterdudes.com or do we want like an info@srqdumpsterdudes.com? You can have multiple ones, like you could have marketing or legal or customer success. Remember, each one of those users you create, you're going to incur a licensing fee from Google. So let's just build one for today. Add users and aliases. Be taken to this form. Then go ahead and pick the first name. And this name shows up on the email as the from name. So just be strategic with this because I want that to show up as who the email is from, like the name. And then the email itself is info, and the drop down, you should now have your new domain here, srqdumpsterdudes.com. And if you're sending this up for, let's say, like a new hire to your company, like Jake, for example, then you would send Jake their credentials and their ability to sign in to their personal email address. Once you have first name, last name, primary set up on the correct domain, hit continue and done. Then user added. Now you can send them their default password that Google creates, or if you want to set a particular password because the entire team is going to share this inbox, you can go set it up in the admin console, which I'll show you right after this. We're not going to send any instructions yet. Let's go ahead and dismiss. We now have our latest and greatest domain, and it says user has not signed in yet. You can even set up profile pictures as an admin for them. So just click on it. Over here on the top left, you see the profile, click on profile. You'll search for your logo on your local computer and then go ahead and throw in that image. So this will start showing up. If they have a Gmail account, they'll see your logo as well, looking more professional. And this is where you would manage all of your team members. You can reset their passwords, update users, set storage limits, and so on. So let's go ahead and reset the password. I'm going to create our own password. And because I'm setting this dedicated password, I'm going to uncheck this box so the user does not have to change this when they log in. And don't forget this, put it in your password store like 1Password or something like that, and reset. Great, reset password successful. Now everybody in the company can log in to that one email address with this password, and I can email the password to people. Okay, with our new email address and our password, we should be able to log into Gmail and test this. Go to gmail.com and go into the sign-in page and put in your new email address. That's what we had. Let's go ahead next. And you see how we have our logo next to our name already? Let's go ahead and put in the password we just created and hit next. And if you entered those correctly, you'll say, welcome to new account. I understand for all of these things, who leads these, and then don't get locked out. You can enroll in two-factor authentication, which I think is good. Go ahead and do that. You're going to need this anyway for generating your password for integrating with HighLevel. We'll go ahead and enroll, and we'll say phone number. It's usually the easiest. Add a phone number. Okay, phone number added, and this is your user profile that you just logged in with. So this is the brand new user that we created. Here's the email address. Now I want you to go to the left side, security and sign in, go down to two-step verification. See how it's turned on? Turn that on. Right here, turn on two-step verification. It says you're now protected. Done. Now go back and you should see two-step verification turned on. Is what's going to allow you to come up here to the search bar and search for password. And if that password is not showing up, then that's because you did not turn on your verification. So turn on your verification and then add passwords, click on that and give it a descriptive name like Go HighLevel. Give Go HighLevel and then the company name and then say create. Now, this is going to give you a password. It's going to be a 16-digit alphanumeric character. Make sure you copy that on your screen and then go to HighLevel. Back in the HighLevel in your sub account, go over to email services and then SMTP service. When you click on SMTP service, you should see this again. Our default is link connector, which is basically what HighLevel uses, and we want to add our new one. So go up to add service, and in the drop-down providers, we have Gmail as an option. Go ahead and pick that. Let's put in our new email address that we have, which was info@srqdumpsterdudes.com. The station doesn't matter. I'm just doing it for now. And then remember, this is the password, not the one you set up on Google, but the one you just copied. The 16-digit alphanumeric string is what you paste here. hit save. And if you did it correctly, you should see Gmail, info@srq.strategics.com. Very curious that it's still capitalized here. I want to be curious when I send this email, see how it shows up. And now I can pick this as our default. So go ahead and pick that. Easy peasy. Now we're using Gmail to send and receive emails for this company. So let's send our first email and see if it lands in an inbox. Go back, go to contacts. So in this case, it's me. I'm going to go down to type a message. Let's just put in a test message and go ahead and send. And our chat history populates with the latest message that we sent, which is an email. Let's go over to sonic@soniccombinator.com and see if that arrived. Email arrived in our inbox 0 minutes ago. Make sure you like and subscribe. And next, we're working on when somebody lands on a business and then they access your service. How do you send them automatic emails directly to their inbox? Emails like confirmation emails for an appointment or a confirmation email upon purchase. See you soon. If you want to do this yourself and you just need a little bit of help, join my Skool community, use my HighLevel affiliate link, and I will help you. Revenue that I generate from that, 20% of it goes into paid ads, and the leads, I share them with my community. With my affiliate link, you get a 30-day extended trial plus a bootcamp that you can go through. I have a 15-part course that gets you from initial idea all the way to operational agency. You'll get hundreds of pre-built AI agents ready to go, workflows, automations, website templates. I also have 40+ businesses and marketing courses that you can then sell to your members. I'm heavily involved in my community. I join 7 days a week so you can have one-on-ones with me where we can build things, we can do think tanks and come up with business ideas. You can even join my businesses where I show you what I'm doing day in and day out. Everything is completely free until I get to maximum capacity. Join now.